So the next ticker on my list is one called ORDI. So this is the chart on the monthly, so we can see big retracement down over the last few months, and we're sitting down here at around $9. So what do we have in terms of an all-time high? We can put that there, change that line to green and put all-time high. Similarly, we've got an all-time low down here at $5, so I will put that down and I will label this all-time low. Right, so what do we have in between? So working down, we have a monthly level up here. So if I change my line to white and write monthly, we have, this is an interesting one because you captured two bits of here and here. So again, monthly, got another monthly there, and going down we can see that there's a monthly level down here. So going down even further, so what do we have on the weekly? So if we go back over to here, you can see where this monthly level is. I think we have a weekly level. I'd say this one's quite interesting. So if I put that there and put weekly, another one here, weekly, we've got this area here which is quite an interesting previous reversal point. So weekly, we've got the first 2 weeks of listing is interesting. Going down, we've got this area here, it's slightly too close to there, but I think if we have that weekly, is there anything in the middle of there? No. We've got this area here and this area here, so what I will do actually is I will move that monthly down. I'll put a weekly level here, which probably means that we could I'll keep those where they are. I don't really want to put one here as it's a bit close to there, but we have an interesting level here, so I will put that in as a weekly. So when we look across, we see, what do we have? Drop out there, that level here. We can move this one up marginally, and a weekly level here. So, interesting chart. So if we move on to some of the, actually with this void here, I think it would be interesting if we were to see where the volume lies, as to sort of where you may see some movement on this in this zone. So if we go across, there is very little in this area here. So I think potentially the only point you may have is here. I think if we were to get a box, there's a little box here. You can see a lot of stuff around this weekly level, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little box there, and I will do a little box here. And Alt-H and make this line here purple. Right, so not a huge amount of volume on this. That's potential red flag I may look for. But as we can see, nice chart pattern. We see it comes down, bounces around this volume level here. We see a reversal here, moves up, reclaims this monthly level inside the box, pushes up, rejection off the weekly, rejection off the weekly. We've come back down to this box to fill in this gap here. So where potentially next for this? So I think what I would look for is here. I'd like to see this have a push up and gain this weekly level. So I think once we come up and we are able to sort of solidly gain this level, given we've not managed to gain this level yet, we've tested it, lost it, tested it. The big I think reversal for this would be if this can gain the weekly level. I think you could run up through here very, very quickly. As we can see, big order block at the top here around where we have our lines, but I think there's a lot of hot air. So what I would be looking for this is a push up, gain of this, and then potentially we may see this push up to $20. Then it could quite quickly become 25, 28. There's a lot of gaps as we move up here, a lot of gaps, and ultimately with enough momentum this thing may be able to rerun, and I think this would be a very, very good level. But ultimately everything from here is relatively positive. I think from a risk reward perspective you've got a lot more upside than you do have potential downside on this. So yeah, really interesting chart. And I think if we look on it on even the lower time frames, you can see this weekly level is the key. First things first, I think will be interesting to see if it can gain this $9.27 mark. If we push there, we can push up to here.